Are you feeling like your prayers hit the ceiling and bounce back? Discover the art of real conversation with God, transforming your prayer life from a monologue to a meaningful dialogue. Imagine you have a friend who only calls you to complain or ask for favors. They ramble on and on without giving you a chance to speak, and then abruptly end the call. Sometimes our prayers can feel a bit like that to God. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Many of us, myself included, often find our prayer life falls into one of several categories. Dry and uninspired like a stale bagel, repetitive as a broken record, treating God like a cosmic vending machine, or considering prayer a burdensome chore, akin to vacuuming on a scorching day. When this happens, our enthusiasm for prayer wanes, much like neglecting a plant until it withers. I've learned some techniques that have deepened my prayer life, moving beyond these pitfalls. Rather than offering a rigid definition of prayer, I think of it as a profound connection, the mutual outpouring of one heart into another, until both hearts beat as one of those hearts being God's. The first step in prayer is recognizing God's presence, much like sensing someone entering a room even if you don't see them. This awareness shifts our focus from ourselves to the divine. Prayer isn't about saying the right words. It's about opening our hearts. God hears the intentions and emotions behind our words. So forget about perfect phrasing and concentrate on what's truly in your heart. Learning to listen to God's heart within your own through gentle inspirations and moments of clarity deepens your conversation with Him. Imagine an old diving suit where the diver relies on someone above to pump air down. In a similar but profoundly different way, we must trust God with our very lives, even for our next breath. Unlike the diver's helper, God is the loving creator of the universe, intimately aware of even the smallest details of our lives. We must trust Him completely, knowing He values us immensely. Preparing for prayer involves acknowledging this divine presence. As much as we make ourselves present to God, He will make Himself known to us. I find a quiet, dim space and adopt an open posture, as our physical stance reflects our spiritual openness. To begin, I enter my inner room, my heart, and close the doors to distractions. A simple de-stressing exercise can help. Focus on the stress or noise within you. Visualize it as red smoke and breathe it out. Imagine the world around you fading away, leaving only your heart in an infinite void. Invite God in and sense His presence, trusting and knowing rather than seeking a specific feeling. This is the deepest form of prayer, just being with God. But if you want to speak, structure can help. Start with an apology. Dear Lord, I'm sorry for... Reflect on where you've fallen short and ask for His guidance to recognize any barriers between you and Him. Remember, God isn't an angry judge, but a loving Father who rushes to embrace us. Pray for others next, considering their struggles and suffering. There's no limit to who you can pray for, the sick, the dying, the hopeless, or those fighting inner battles. It's less about the specifics of your words and more about the sincerity and faith behind them. Finally, pray for yourself. Jesus invites us to share our fears, needs, and desires simply and openly. As you do, your fears might diminish and you'll distinguish between your wants and needs. Remember, Jesus prioritizes our spiritual well-being over material concerns, so focus on seeking Him first, trusting He will provide for your needs. Conclude with gratitude using your own heartfelt words. I usually end by affirming, Lord, I know you can do all things. If you sometimes struggle to pray, it's okay. We all do. It often boils down to whether we truly love God and believe He's a living person who hears and loves us. If we do, what could be more valuable than spending time in conversation with Him, the Creator and King of the universe? Try this approach for a week, adapting it as needed. I assure you, at some point you'll sense God deep within your soul. Remember that moment and let it be the foundation for a loving dialogue with Him, transforming your prayer life into a continuous, heartfelt conversation with God. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.